I may still be sick, but the moose grind has to go on. One of the only things I did actually during this past week where I've been sick and was making videos like the top 5 True Rax Diamonds was sit here and grind moose. So we're over 1,100 kills, and one thing that I found really interesting is that none of those 1,100 bulls have respawned as a rare. Now we had the piebald cow moose when we shot literally everything. That was a respawn from doing that, but 0 rare bulls in that many kills. So I'd love to come across a rare today as we continue going forward, but well over 1,000 now, and hopefully our great one is somewhere around the corner. And actually, not a bad start for this run. A max estimate level 4, and kind of a good thing that he's by himself. This particular zone has been spawning 2 bulls a lot, and the hunting pressure here is a little bit high, so kinda good it didn't do that here. We maybe could have gotten away with one more still, but probably best not to overdo it. This guy is a 212 though, so a perfect start. Heart shot him at 123 meters, and now we get to start jumping around and seeing what's going on. As of late, some places that have been consistent for literally all 1,000 plus kills have started to kind of get less consistent. But actually some of the most consistent spots have been these little like side ponds. You've got the main river, and some moose drink along it, but for the most part, we find that it's these little places that actually hold the majority of the moose. And that was another thing that I did, I think 2 or 3 days ago. I ran around the entire map, checked every little place like this, and just made sure that there wasn't like a diamond or a great one or anything just hiding at one of these little spots that generally we just wouldn't see due to all the brush that surrounds it. And at least for everything I saw, there was nothing special around. We're also on a streak of, I don't know how many kills exactly, probably 400 or so with no diamonds, so that's kind of made it a little bit more difficult as well. These two just kind of dropped in the same spot. Not that we have tons of time when grinding, but I think that warrants a screenshot. Just in time for the sun to come out. I don't know what I'll do with that, but at least we have it. And at least we have 2 silvers, a 124 and a 154. A little better than going to spots that have nothing, I guess. I probably should note, by the way, not that it wasn't fairly obvious, I imagine, but we are just going to do one run today, and unlike what we typically do with grind videos and kind of cut out most of the smaller stuff, that's not going to happen just because typical moose runs, we get 10 or 12 bulls, something like that, and due to the whole sick thing and sounding awful, I don't want to make like a really long video on that, and also sitting here for run after run maybe wouldn't be the best thing, so hopefully we'll just have one good run with the time remaining and end up with something good. But either way, at some stage, I don't know what that guy's doing there, but we'd have to do these runs and get these kills anyway, so it's helping whether we get anything on this particular one or not. But 2 more bulls down here, a 180 silver, so both of them are going to be silvers here as well. I don't even know where exactly the other one went. I know it was a long shot, but I didn't see where you ran to. He's managed to camouflage himself pretty well, but he actually crashed right in that bit of brush, but we'll grab him, and then I think we can maybe get to the 3 lakes in the southwest. Actually, if I'm remembering right, on stream, the far southwest one, there were 2 bulls that got away, so I definitely want to make sure we get them, but we'll start north and go south. Now, the first lake didn't have any, but there's 2 here, in just about the toughest way to actually end up getting both, and I do believe with the Hunter Power Pack update, they made moose spook just a little bit more slowly. That, or we've kind of gotten used to how quick they take off and maybe made up for it. But 2 things kind of played into our favor there. 1, the moose across the lake was really slow in turning and giving us the shot. But also 2, the fact that we were able to quickly get onto the right moose really kind of starts to help here. When it's a smaller bull, sometimes it's kind of tougher to tell exactly what you're looking at, but that guy was big enough that in passing over the cow, I was quickly able to know that was the wrong one and keep panning to the right. But double heart shots are always helpful, really reduces the amount of tracking we have to do. That's been another kind of big learning thing with this grind as well. With red deer and moose and even black bear, I've gotten so used to, if there's a target animal in the distance 300 meters away, we go for the shot because there could be others that are maybe a little bit closer but still far enough to not hear it that we won't end up spooking. But with moose, tracking a single lung shot moose every single time starts to take up way more time than we have, especially when they get to their zones so late, around 1400. So what I've started to do instead is just get close enough, get to 180 or so, and make those hard shots, and it's really helped speed things up. But that, I believe, is one of the 2 bulls I mentioned that got away on stream. Managed to hard shot that guy, and then I actually can't remember where the other one was. I think it actually would have just been that one. So not bad. And had they, you know, made themselves as present on stream as they just did there, probably they wouldn't have gotten away in the first place, but they were a little more difficult to spot that time. But yet again, a couple of lower scoring ones, but 2 hard shots, and I think too, that other bull, no, he didn't dive into the water, so that'll help. But I do believe this is bull moose number 9 for the run, and because we've been able to make some hard shots, we've got enough time to get to a few more spots. And while it is another bull, that is not exactly what I was hoping to see. A level 2, but at least he is standing broadside. That'll be another hard shot, and bull number 10 for the run. I think we're going to get to one more spot, which typically produces 2 to 3 bulls, so we could end up around 12 or 13, which honestly isn't too bad. And we're going to be pretty much just in time. We have 7 minutes of moose drink time remaining. That guy was a 96 score, not exactly big, but another one to the tally. And we're going to jump up to this tent in Heighton River. And actually, this time, it looks like we only have 1 bull here, though they're moving around a little bit, so maybe things have already started to leave. It has passed 1600 by just a bit. But yeah, only the one, he's a level 3. We'll go ahead and take him, and I think that's going to be our last one of the run, which is a little underwhelming in total, but it does happen from time to time. Like I said, some of these spots are maybe becoming a little less consistent, but overall, even like 11 per a 30-minute run isn't that bad. We're doing 20-25 an hour on some of the better runs, and I think we can live with that. But as for this guy, we have a 169 score, and we just had a warning call. I don't know where it was, and I don't know what the odds are that we can find it, but I actually saved this spot for last for a reason, and that is because, despite the fact that it didn't give us much here, on stream on Friday, it was, well, the best spot that we've seen for a while. Ooh, that might be a 5. I think it has to be. Okay, guaranteed diamond, in the same place. I think this is where it was. And last time we spooked him and chased him for like 87 years. Well, good. At least finally one has shown up because I was getting concerned. Big male. There's 3 bulls here. Alright. We'll get him first. Get his friend. And small friend. Nice. If the goal was to get them all dead and not have to track a single thing, well, try to make that shot. Thank you, Mel. Most of the 5s, it's been 2 weeks or so, and there's been 3, 4, 5s in between, but they've just been trolls. And most of the 5s on these grinds have been, but nice to have a guarantee. Other than that dead body glowing behind his eyes there. Let's see. 277. I figured he wasn't much above, but diamond's a diamond. We'll take that. Made it by all of 3. You know what's sad? I don't know what number diamond this is on Layton. 3, 4? In about 1,065, 1,070 kills. Slow going, but I guess it's going again. I really was getting worried, like something's wrong, we're just not getting any big males, but I guess we just had a rough patch, kind of like red deer. By the way, found the one that warning called, so make it 12 for the run, and I honestly don't know in which clip or set of clips I sounded worse, the stream or here in this video, and genuinely I don't know because I haven't come back and listened, but I do appreciate you guys putting up with the sick voice. Hopefully it won't last much longer. Both weekend videos are recorded now, so we'll see next time I record what I sound like, but hopefully it'll be better. And speaking of better, much better to end with a diamond from the stream and a gold here than the 169 silver that we were looking at. So we'll actually jump back to the trophy lodge, take a look at what is, I think, only our 3rd diamond of the Layton grind, and then we'll wrap up this video. And at the very least, we were able to break through that dry spell of hundreds of kills with no diamond moose, and frankly, I think there's only one level 5 in there anyway that trolled by like 16 or something like that, but just good to get back into this trophy lodge again and add to it. Over 1,100 kills now into Layton. I'm still shocked we haven't had any rares, but it's at least good to feel like we're making a little progress in the form of getting a diamond. But anyway, that is officially going to do it for this video, so as always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you again for putting up with the sick voice, and I'll see you next time.